This episode is unique in the sense that it's going from the very beginning. There's a little bit more engine behind it. A lot happens.
I remember reading episode 6, even in outline form. And I was like, well, I don't know what poor sucker of a director is going to direct that one.
Wow. Wow.
Because there's like 5 different action sequences.
Down.
But what's even more exceptional is that it also has truly great character scenes.
Something's coming.
Now at last it is time.
We open episode 6 with Nancy's smoking shotgun. And the disturbance of that sphere sets up shockwaves that impact every reach of the Upside Down.
Maybe we should,
Yeah.
The gate! The gate!
I can clear a path!
No!
We're going to be pushed into the rift behind us, which means we're screwed. So I kind of create a force field around Carly, Hopper, and I.
They've been training for years, and we see some of the training at the beginning of the season, and she's finally able to put this training to use in the real world.
No!
Jeez. I loved it, actually. I thought it was so much fun.
And 3, 2, 1, overhead, and wham!
It feels like you're just making a blockbuster movie. It's just epic.
That was so fun!
No, you weren't great.
Working with Sean is so fun. We have more of like a father-daughter relationship, and I truly will miss the energy that he brings to set, and the relationship just meant a lot to me growing up, and it still does now.
When the sphere is disturbed, Jonathan and Nancy see the melted building, this gray-like sludge, rising and rising.
Holy shit!
And they assume, understandably, that that's the end. And they end up having a scene filled with a level of honesty that is an all-timer of a Jonathan Nancy scene.
I tried to convince myself that this would somehow fix everything, but it was just gonna make things worse.
It was the last scene that we shoot together as Jonathan and Nancy, as the 2 characters. We wanted to make sure that we were so familiar with it that we didn't have to think about it anymore, because there's so much truth going on in this scene, and so we like mechanically just kind of went through the scene like literally beat by beat for a good month.
I love you, Nancy Wheeler.
I love you, Jonathan Byers.
And then that was just about me and Natalia just kind of focusing on each other and trying to block everything out and just try and be as honest as we could be with the scene and the emotion of it.
Our characters have always been kind of, paired together. And I think, having last season where they weren't together, coming back and having a scene like that was really nice for our characters.
One of the most difficult concepts that we had to figure out how to make physical was the Hawkins lab melting from the top down. We'd never sculpted anything quite like that, quite at that scale, and we knew we wanted it to feel like organic melting, but also supernatural.
It was a lot of goo. We had 3,000-gallon tanks of goo. We had like about 1,500 feet of piping going around the set just to deliver it, on cue.
Physically, I had no idea what we were going into. They were like, yeah, melty, and it's like, okay.
There's 30 of these all the way around the set. And these, once you pull them open, they fill these troughs here. And this trough has a little slit in the front. That's where the goo will just flow down the walls.
We couldn't keep it running constantly down the walls and stuff because that's going to fill up the set. And the bottom needs to be at a certain level. So it was like, you know, Levy calls action, we turn everything on, it starts pouring, they call cut, we turn it off.
3, 2, 1.
You're in a hurry to get to it. Was probably one of the harder things I've had to do on this show because it's never been done. Who's ever been in a melty goo room? We did mini tests within our department and special effects. We worked with like a paint that would kind of stick longer, and then we'd have to flake that off. It was a big challenge.
Please, thank you.
They would have to come to the side, and we had color bottles of the goo, and we would just spray it onto their hair.
Big win for special effects. Yeah.
Working with Sean in that scene was really, really nice. He really guided us through that and gave us what we needed. Honestly, it's some of my favorite days I've had filming, even though it was hard and like we were just soaking wet and freezing. But I think it's fun to be physically challenged, and it kind of just adds to the energy of that scene. That week felt really like a collaborative community trying to work with what we were trying to get done.
I'm so glad that these characters got that moment. That whole week of shooting that was such a joy.
What the hell are you doing? That's never gonna work. Stop. Stop.
You also have the relationship with Steve and Dustin come to a level of honesty that we haven't seen there as well, that is unique and beautiful and deeply moving.
Being an asshole!
That relationship is an interesting one. It's a lot of the fuel for my character, I think, is just like my worry for him and how that might come off.
You're gonna die and I can't deal with it again. You can't die because I can't deal with it again.
It's kind of the one part of the season that I had been anticipating, sometimes dreading, sometimes looking forward to over the course of the year. And I think it was really fun to dig into with Joe.
Can't let it happen again, please. Please don't let it happen again. Not you. I'm sorry.
No. Something I think that's been earned over a long time of like fun banter and a season that's been building up where we're at odds consistently. Kind of a needed moment between the two of them where they can actually like verbally express to each other what they've wanted to say for a long time. And I think it's cool to like let those boundaries break down and explore that. And it was really fun. It was cool.
That was fun to film because I was in that same place where I got saved in season 1, in that library basement, in that same cocoon. So it was so nostalgic for me to step back in there and film there.
Do you remember this place?
And, you know, working with Jamie Vecna, which I hadn't done until this year, is such a cool experience. It helps me so much. It makes my job so easy if I can work off someone who's so amazing and makes it so real. And I am genuinely terrified of him when he gets in his character.
Found you.
Save your junkie breath.
No, we need to evacuate right.
The demo dogs are coming, and there's nothing I can do about it but run. And in this moment, in Lucas's head, this time he's gonna get her out of there. The last time she was unconscious, he effed up. This time, he's like, I'm gonna carry her out of here.
Ready, and come on, action!
Running! Run!
Caleb is really strong. He had to carry me for a really long time, run with me. Like, that's just insane. And then the boombox as well. There's just like so many moving parts, but Caleb did such a good job.
Honestly, that might be one of my favorite scenes I filmed on the show.
This way, guys. Come on, come on, come on.
Even though we're still hidden, it's a really sweet moment of, I'm with you, you've got me, that's all I need to know.
All of my work at the hospital was extremely fun. I love doing all of that work with Vicky, and it was just really great. You know, it's beautiful. It's like these two couples, but one couple doesn't know that the other two people are a couple. It's always fun when you're doing a big action sequence to have it be so brimming with emotional stakes and this unlikely double date of chaos.
The set was inside a practical location in a real building. So everything that we did was all high pressure air blast.
3, 2, 1, go!
All the debris and all that you see coming out is all practical effects.
2, 1, go!
And of course, Karen Wheeler's epic moment.
My favorite stage direction ever in a script. Karen Wheeler.
The room is on fire, and the dogs are scattered about in charred pieces, dead, very, very dead. Then out of the curtain of black smoke, a figure. Karen fucking Wheeler.
I hadn't really acted with the other cast in this capacity, where I was part of the action. It was just really fun. It was fun.
Are you ready? We're ready out here.
Rolling.
We're rolling.
Three, 2, 1, action.
To go in there, push the doors open, hero music comes on. It's like the ultimate inner kid in me who's pretending and gets to play, and it's like, wow, someone like created this thing for me to play in. And it was fun to watch the reaction of the other cast.
Oh my God, she's the coolest woman in the whole world.
That was so great. I mean, I love her journey this season, and it's such an awesome moment for her.
Check my side of it. It is 7, yeah.
Those bitches couldn't take the heat. It's my new line.
With that scene, the writing was so good, and Nell's performance was so good, and that moment between them is so special because they've obviously had such an intense journey together.
So you see, Holly the heroic is not just a toy. She's you, Holly.
To kind of pause at such a climactic point and have Max express to Holly everything that she's picked up on about her and give her that little pep talk, it meant a lot.
I'll see you on the other side. On the other side.